Hey everyone, I'm the Tailorette, and this video is on the macrame project that we made for our baby room. Okay, so what I started with is I have all my main colors here, and this is going to be mainly the green that I'm using, and then I'm throwing in a little bit of this, and then this is my accent color to kind of bring out the corals. Okay, so basically what I did is I made a bunch of leaves just stacked on top of each other and mixed up my two green colors. And I'm going to show you how to make the leaves, but I also found my husband found a branch in the woods, and that is what I tied all my leaves to. So starting off, I basically just tied a string to the branch, and this is how I'm going to start my leaf. This is important. So now I have a cardstock that I folded over to be about 3.5, 4 inches wide, and I'm just wrapping the yarn around it so that it's easier for me to cut my strip. So I'm cutting directly down the center, and this will just get all of my pieces together so I don't have to sit there and individually cut each piece, because I think each piece ended up being about 6 inches long, I'm not sure. So then the next step is I put a piece of board underneath the yarn, which makes it easier to actually tie them. So I'm tying them in knots, and I take a little loop and I loop them through each loop like that. I don't know if you can see how I'm doing that. It's kind of hard to explain in the English language how to do this. But basically I tied them together in a knot and looped them together all the way down the center string. And then I took a hairbrush and I had to brush it out because it was all kind of clumped together, and you don't want it clumped together because that kind of has like a Western flair to it. So you might need to use a comb if you have to, which I'm doing here. And then I just keep combing it out until it gets nice and fluffy. And once that's finished, I end up trimming the outside of the leaf so that I can have a nice smooth edge for the most part. It's okay if you leave it ragged if you want to. Some people like to do that, and that looks a little bit more natural. And then I end up brushing it all in one direction the way I want it to be set. And then I take hairspray and I literally just, not soaked it, but I just got it really nice and wet. And this kind of helps it hold together. And voila, it's done. And another one was done, and then another one was done. And this finished off all of my leaves, and then I ended up kind of rearranging them so that, you know, they could kind of be mixed up a little bit, have the greens on top of the corals, and it was finished. All done, and I was super pleased with it, and I just put it over her changing table just to add a little bit of color. And that kind of brightened up the room a little bit. And that is how I made the macrame for the changing table. And I have another video coming out on how I made the wall hanging going behind her crib. So you won't want to miss that. Hit that subscribe button, like this video, and I will see you all next time. Well, I'm talking way too much now, so I need to stop. Generally, I'm not going to go into major detail. Why am I talking? I just talk way too much, guys. Way too much on camera, okay? I just need to like cut it. So I need to even like stop talking about how much I'm talking too much.